Yo, welcome back to Talk That Talk, where we talk that talk and we walk that walk, you dig? My name is Josh, the host that do the most sometimes. Sitting here back in the building, my man Penny Austin.
We gonna have three intros on this motherfucker.
You goddamn right we gonna have three intros.
Three
on
intros,
this
3 fits.
motherfucker.
3 fits.
Got Ellis back in the building. Once
Third
again,
way.
AK, 3-way. You got Big 40 all the way to my right. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes.
You know, follow us on all the socials.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all for showing us love, helping out the algorithm,
Yes.
putting us in the airways. Man.
hey, make sure to
tuning in.
subscribe, bro.
Please.
We've been stuck at 26 subscribers for 2 months. Views going up,
Views
likes going up.
But subscribers is not there, man. We need y'all help, man.
And
so
you
we
can get the
really
alerts
into
when
that
the new
algorithm.
episodes drop.
Nah, for real, because we dropping weekly.
I mean, they care about all that. I care about getting paid, so that's the only reason I give a fuck about y'all subscribing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all watch,
That's the fuck you mean.
y'all watch it anyways, but that little push on that subscription gonna give me some money. So
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
we
yeah.
need at least 500 before we can
I'll
even.
put this bitch on Patreon or OnlyFans. Y'all definitely say you can stop getting this bitch for
Hey,
free.
why you playing?
Hey, okay, I'm
Why
going
you
back.
playing? Hey, whatever it takes, man. We trying to.
Go back to the mixtape era.
We trying to
Nah,
do
for
this
real.
for.
Nah, for real.
I'm-
This boy said the mixtape.
I'm trying to do this for a living. All right.
Not for real.
Like, I love talking sports. I love talking sports with y'all, and I'll do it for free. But I'm trying to do it for a living.
Y'all, you heard that? You heard that? This is just for that one person that said we be doing this podcast just because nobody gives a fuck. You don't know the story. 40 Bam knows the story. So yeah,
Huh?
everybody loves doing this podcast. We're not just doing it for nothing.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
I
we-
know what
we
you're talking
enjoy
about.
doing it,
I had to
man.
think about it for a second.
We
We
enjoy
love
doing-
doing this.
For
Stop
sure.
playing with us.
For
Stop
sure.
playing with us.
Hey,
For sure, bro. We love, like I said, I'll do it for free, but I would love to make some money doing this shit.
That would be nice.
And guess
Right.
what? We start making money doing it. We can do this every day.
Every day.
No
We can
facts.
get more episodes.
No facts.
Plus once a week, you gonna get 2 or 3 of them bitches.
Shit,
4 or
half
5
the
of them
time-
hoes.
the only reason we don't is because niggas gotta have jobs.
Exactly. Niggas gotta make some money.
No, for real.
So, shit, fuck it.
Y'all do y'all job so I can quit.
Matter of fact, we
Type
need
shit.
to clip this part of the episode and have this be our clip that we post
Ellis,
on our stories.
that's
This
on you.
this
I
the
got
part. Hey
You.
man, we not playing around, man. That being said, we love y'all. Keep tuning in.
From the bottom of my heart.
Alright, man. So let's go ahead and get into this episode, man. So, been some crazy basketball this first round. You know, a couple teams that went home already. We got the Grizzlies sitting at home, Lakers sitting at home. You got 2 game 7s out the West. You got the Nuggets and the Clips. You got
tonight,
the Rockets and the Warriors.
tomorrow night.
Yep, tomorrow night. And then the East is all wrapped up. You know what I'm saying? Cleveland advanced, beat the Heat.
They first game tomorrow.
You got Indy, they went 5 with the Bucks. You got the Knicks, they went 6 with the Pistons. And you got Boston.
Well, we gotta talk that
Teams
series
sweep.
too.
You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and address the
I guess we
the
can go to
teams that's-
Detroit first. The Detroit series, Detroit Knicks.
Yeah, let's address
So
the teams.
I don't think any of us
that's
care
home.
about the Grizz. All right.
I mean, the Grizzlies series is. I mean, they are their coach that they had. So
Yeah,
Yes,
I did see
as-
that.
as solo.
you know, the Thunder
Y'all
looked,
seen
the
Ja-
Thunder looked pretty good. Now I will say, you know, John do got a point though. I mean, if I was up that much and we got hurt,
And I- yeah.
and I would feel the same way.
At first when I heard it, I was like,
I mean, it was a game
Yeah, I
3.
felt the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
It's game 3.
it's a big
I could
difference
switch-
between 2-1 and 3-0.
And I could
Yeah.
switch, and that could have switched the whole momentum of the series if I was there. But I got hurt when we was up 30 points.
because you win that one, and you can come back and win the next one. It's 2-2. and
2-2.
you-
It's 2-2.
That's
Yeah.
All I got, my takeaway from that series is people kept bringing up once they got eliminated that I'm good in the West interview. That's tough. That's a tough look, Josh.
That-
That's
I mean,
a
you
tough-
good in the West,
Now,
but-
we know you was talking to Taylor Rooks,
Tuh.
and everybody be wilding the fuck out.
Everybody
when they
get
get
the
interviewed.
line
You know.
when they get in front of
But,
the table.
You just say got the troops. The troops. Your troops.
Yeah.
Your troops are getting
You was a great
exposed.
commander, but yeah,
Is he?
the troops behind you.
Nigga barely there.
He a good
Nigga
commander.
not there half the time.
He a good commander.
But you
I
do
was
get
like-
hurt a lot.
He-
You do
he
get hurt a lot.
He has
do
been
get
hurt.
That boy had to,
Exactly.
he had to put out a statement and say, I'm going to stop dunking.
But then dunk
Look, I
games,
tell you what. When I was a manager, I guarantee my team wouldn't like me as much if I just wasn't there most of the time.
Well,
You sending the orders in on the cutout.
on-
Right. It's hard to leave when you're not there.
oh, you know, if we gotta pick up your slack of work. Now, if your work still get done and you ain't here, the manager not being here. Hey,
fuck it.
Hey,
Your work done.
But if you translate that on the basketball, I don't think
It don't translate.
it
It don't translate to the basketball court.
I don't think it worked like that.
It don't. Not like that.
it don't.
Yeah.
Hey, better luck.
Yeah, because
Better luck
you know,
next year,
you'll get your. I mean, Scottie Pippen Jr. showed he's a good player. You know, don't understand why Marvin
Hey,
Bagley
that's-
didn't get no more minutes for the rest of the series after the first game.
That's another. I forgot about him. He might go on the ban list too. The
Scottie
one
Pippen Jr.
game
I mean,
put my money on
his
these
last two
niggas.
games he be balled out.
That's what I'm saying. Game 2 is the game I put money on him. Game 3 is the game I put money on him. He acting irregular as
He
fuck.
put up about 25 in the first half.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you went on the under on the
Yes.
Yeah, he
You
seen
gotta-
that.
That's what I be saying.
Nigga
You gotta
dropped 32
understand.
that game.
Them niggas be feeling when you put the underdog.
Yeah, either feel it or they get the call.
Now you
One of the
shouldn't
two.
you shouldn't go ban list because I put the under. I usually only ban list a nigga
When you pick
when
the
I put the
over.
over and they don't hit.
Nah,
Tyrese
yeah,
Halliburton.
you don't put me on
Tyrese
the
Halliburton.
don't put me on the bad list because I outperformed.
Because you
your
outperform.
thoughts.
Yeah, that's on
Right.
me.
That's all
Yeah.
you put.
Todd
Put down
Jerome.
me. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
You
got
got
that list on notes for that band list is
You can't pay attention to the last five. That's what niggas be slipping up at, man. Be like, oh shit, yeah, nigga been on the heater. Hell yeah, alright.
Yeah.
that be
You
Yeah.
get with star players.
You on
I
the
feel like
heater
not,
till you put
not
money
the,
on them.
not the role players. Role
Especially
players, you
not
can't
role
take. You can't pay attention to that shit.
Except for Obi.
Oh,
Obi has cashed in every ticket I put him in.
we talking to Justice Hill.
The more.
them New Orleans,
Yeah,
huh?
I'm about to say
I'm
football
waiting.
season.
Hey, shout out
This nigga-
Justice Hill.
This nigga would talk. This nigga can say much more
Rushing
about
receiver,
Justice
ain't
Hill.
I'm waiting to find out who my baseball one is. As soon as I find out, it's probably gonna be Aaron Judge. That nigga in green.
Him and Ellie De La Cruz.
That nigga there, no.
For me,
Look,
yes.
that nigga, every time there's something wrong with that nigga. Every time. Every time. And then
What about Jazz?
I turn on sports the day I didn't put it
Jazz
on that
Chisholm?
nigga. Oh, it's a fucking Ellie De La Cruz motherfucking
That
highlight.
is funny, bro.
Fuck that nigga.
That is a
dog.
funny ass nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He a funny ass nigga.
No, I'm not. I don't fuck with the Yankees.
I mean, I know you don't fuck with the
He was
Yankees.
just
Don't
talking
mean you
about
can't
Aaron
put money
Judge,
on.
though.
Cause he gonna give me some money.
That's what I'm
Think about.
That's what we
That's what
talking
we talking about. We're not talking about.
Nobody else on the Yankees getting fucked with. I'm sorry. Aaron Judge has earned enough respect for me to be like, alright, yeah, cool. Wait, everybody else, yeah,
feel
no, yeah,
I forgot
nah.
you were a Red Sox
Yeah,
fan.
but Shohei, you been slipping there since you had your kid, nigga. I understand you got baby at the highs and shit now, nigga, but you better start hitting that ball again.
Man, so he got bigger problems. He worried about that baby.
Nah, for real. All right, let's get back to basketball. Let's get back to basketball.
Let's go to
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
who?
West
We was
series.
talking
We
about
did get on baseball for a little bit.
We did.
We was talking about the Grizzlies. But back to Detroit because I did
Yeah,
say
you
let's
started by-
I said let's start with that series and then we just shifted right to the
Right to
Grizzlies.
the, yeah.
Oh, I thought we was getting the
That-
West out of the way since.
I mean, we can't get the West out the way.
Let's get the Lakers out of the way. Hey man,
I mean, I guess.
I just want to get it out of the way. bro. I just want to get it out of the way.
He's just like, I just want to talk about these Pistons, bro.
We gonna
Fuck.
get to the Pistons, bro. We gonna do all the East at once. Let's finish the West. Hey,
So 40, how you feel about the
very disappointing.
T Wolves?
Very disappointing end of the season for the Lakers, man. Congrats to the Timberwolves. Congrats to Anthony Edwards.
Hey, your
And
buddy is
Rudy
riding on
Gobert.
James Harden tonight.
Show is.
His buddy is riding on James Harden tonight.
Anybody go back and watch the tape?
Of what?
Nah.
Of
Oh,
what?
okay. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I'll go check it. As you know, I'm gonna check it today before the game starts.
Cause that's not gonna be in the episode anyways. But yeah, congrats to the T Wolves and Ant Man, bro. He checked another legend off his list.
Yeah.
Disappointing end for the Lakers. I feel like there was a lot of things that went wrong in the series, from coaching to play to it was all around just not a very competitive series in reality, and it came down to the fourth quarters for all of it. I want to say in our losses, or for the series, we were outscored by 43 points in the fourth quarters,
Yep, only shot 29%.
which is nasty. Considering we were the seventh best clutch team throughout the season, and the Wolves were the seventh worst clutch team throughout the season. You think with the level of talent that we have in our top two players, and Luka and LeBron, you don't have to worry about closing games. Even at game 4, we went into the fourth up 10. Game 5, we went into the fourth down 1. I want to say down 2, and just kept getting outscored down the stretch. I gotta give some respect to Rudy Gobert. Game 5 in the closeout game, career high in the playoff game, 27 points, and career high in a playoff game, 24 rebounds. Out there looking like prime Shaq, which is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like
At the end of the day, though, I'm gonna be fair. I said it a couple weeks ago, and it was a take y'all disagree with, but I stand on it. And to me, the biggest reason we lost was our best player was not the best player. It's that simple. You look at his numbers; he averaged 37 and 8 during this series, and it wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough. The baskets weren't at timely times. Obviously, the defense is something that everyone's gonna nitpick, but that's who he's always been as a player. And this team that he's on isn't as good defensively because the back line size the front line size isn't there. But at the same time, I don't care. All those games except for the game he was sick were up for grabs. And he was not the best player on the court. He has to be better. And by he, I mean Luka Doncic. It's that simple. It's JJ with the not making subs in that one game for the whole second half. Terrible decision. There's a reason no coach had ever done it before.
Was that game 4?
Game 4, yeah. Terrible decision. Obviously, we don't have a center. We literally are not playing. Jackson Hayes is getting 4 to 8 minutes a game, except for Game 5 where he played 0 minutes. Literally don't have a center. I don't care about any of it. Luka Doncic has to be better for this team to reach the potential that most people thought they could reach, and he just wasn't. So hopefully this summer they're able to build around him, get some size, and actually make some.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
How do you feel about the fact that Maxi Kleber is out here getting playoff
That's
minutes?
another terrible coaching decision. And at the time when it was happening, I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? But I don't understand why you're playing Maxi while Dalton Connect's sitting on the bench. You know. I think in that situation, they kind of JJ. You know what? Watching that, what?
But I'm in that. So game 5, you down 3-1. Obviously, Rudy Gobert getting all these rebounds and points. He clogging the paint. Do you put Lynn or Hayes in the game at all?
I feel like
Obviously not.
I feel like there are multiple. There are multiple things that happened throughout that Game 5 that showed that the Lakers did not think they could win that series.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, at the end of the game, Game 4 showed they thought that. That's why you don't make a sub.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think JJ Redick led the charge with that in Game 4 by not making a sub. He showed that they don't think they have the horses to win that series.
I mean, he said it afterward. He was like, people don't like to admit it. No, he was saying no. Like, if people don't like to admit it, but we lost to a better team. He said it.
100% T-Wolves are a better team. 100%. That is, and I've always said that when it comes to basketball. In basketball, 99% of the time, the better team wins the series. Because unlike football, where it's one and done and anything can happen, you got to win 4 times out of 7.
Yep.
The better team gonna win more than likely. And the Wolves are just better, man. We don't have the horses, and Luka Doncic was not good enough to get that team with the way it's constructed over the hump. He wasn't good enough.
Okay, so I got another question. Do you have a problem with the fact that he didn't get in shape this year? Hearing after the trade, from February till now, he didn't get in better shape.
And you heard the noise.
And
It ain't like you don't hear
noise.
that. Yeah.
So when it comes to the in shape thing for Luka Doncic consistently plays the
most minutes, yeah.
most minutes in the league.
In the playoffs, he
Cardio is
does.
different than getting in shape. Well, that's part of getting in shape. Don't get me wrong, but I mean.
What are we talking about when we're talking about being in shape? I think so. You have to factor in he came off injury again this year. I think you got to factor that in. But if he's playing in this series, he averaged 41.2 minutes a game. Like, how much more you want to? He out there, and he averaged 30. That's why I said his numbers were still great this series. but it was the timeliness of the buckets. Was he in shape last year? Because last year he led the league or led the playoffs in all major statistical or all counting categories offensively: points, rebounds, and assists.
I just feel like he
played all the minutes.
His rest on defense.
That's who Luka is, though.
And I feel like if you're in better shape, then you won't have to rest on defense.
But he's never been a defensive player. That's the thing.
Effort. I'm not even saying being a great defender. Effort.
And we watched that game, and I showed y'all specific. Like, he's not locking down, obviously. And every possession, he's not locked in defensively. But I've showed y'all, like, I've pointed out specific possessions
when he can,
where he
but I
tries
don't have
on
the
defense.
energy because I gotta assert
I
this
think
energy on offense.
Luka has shown that he's enough of an offensive superstar to where if he has good defensive personnel around him, he could still be a part of a top defense. Last year, he was part of the best defense in the league. He was still Luka Doncic. Like, all the defensive shit that people point out, I didn't see anything different from last year's defense he played and this year.
Until he played a team that could expose it.
He played the same team.
I was talking about the Celtics last year.
Oh, well, yeah. But he played the same team
Timberwolves wasn't ready to expose that shit last year. Ant said he was out of gas and he came back, and I believe he's in better shape this year.
Okay, so that's my point, right? And we saw Anthony Edwards be not out of. Would you consider Anthony Edwards out of shape?
Shit, he said.
Hey, I know this is abrupt because we said it at the beginning of this video. Make sure y'all subscribe, man.
Please.
All right, we doing our best to bring y'all content, bro.
We tried.
Holy hell!
I swear to God, we tried, man. We've been having technical difficulties out the ass
For 3 days.
For 3 days.
at least 3 days.
For 3 days.
We trying, man. But hey, we dedicated to our craft,
For sure.
so
for
we
sure.
still here.
Yeah, we gonna keep
Please
trying.
don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the red button, follow us on all the socials.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that jazz.
Yeah.
All
Send
right,
it to your auntie.
Let's
So
get
too.
back into basketball, man. Let's talk about these Nuggets and these Clippers.
All right, man.
Nuggets Clips.
Game 7.
Game 7 tonight.
Tonight.
Who you
Tonight.
got?
Who you got?
You said you asking them.
Yeah. asking them.
You asking them. Hey, drop y'all who y'all got in the comments.
Yeah, because we wouldn't know until we see the comments. But me personally, I'm going to take the Clips. I feel like Joker's going to do an outstanding job today, but it just might not be enough. I think we might get a Game 7 Kawhi. So he's playing healthy and everything. So that's what I'm rocking with tonight.
That is a factor.
That's
Kawhi
what-
Leonard.
So I'm rocking with tonight.
I picked Nuggets in 7, so it's only right I stick with the Nuggets. But I want to just show love to this series, man. It's been a great series to watch. Best series of the first round so far.
It has.
And my wish, at least so far, we got one more game. But my wish that I wanted at the beginning of the series of seeing healthy Kawhi Leonard through this whole series, so far has come true.
Man,
so
that would be tragic.
I'm happy. That would be
The
terrible.
fact that he even
Don't
saw
say it, but that would be so tragic.
My bad. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. Hey,
Sure.
hey, relax.
Relax. You good? Hey, Steve, you good, bro? You good? That was not the dope. That was 40 knocking on. Come on.
I was knocking on wood. Hey,
Come on.
Steve done upset the dog. Bro. Oh
hey,
my God.
hey, relax.
Hey.
Come down.
We gotta start over.
No, we don't. No, we good.
We're not starting over.
We good.
We'll be alright.
Great series though, man. I'm gonna have to stick with the Nuggets. Best player in the world gonna pull through for him.
Oh
Hopefully
my God.
I should have just.
Penny, who you got, bro? Who you got game
Wood.
7, dog?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Oh, you gonna take over? I gotta kiss my barrel.
Subscribe. Like we said, we're going through it over here, but we getting y'all some content.
Hey, I got Nuggets, bro. I think I feel like the championship experience between Jokic and Jamal Murray and those guys, I think that'll play a factor. Not to say that there isn't championship experience on the Clips.
I mean, there's
Kawhi.
one person.
Oh,
I'm about to say
There's
because
two.
of Kawhi.
Norman Powell.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you're right. And Norman Powell. So, but with
He a champion.
But when I said that,
but it's all right. I got you. Hey, I got you. Yeah.
you didn't give me that response when I talked about Fred.
I did.
No.
I said
what I did. He
Did
did.
he? I thought he was like, no, he ain't talking about red.
I
No,
said
no, he
no,
didn't.
But he
because-
was saying if you depended on that to be your check.
Yeah, I was like,
Nah,
that's
what
the
he
most
was saying.
I said,
Now, if Norman
y'all best
Powell was
four
the
players
Clippers only
don't have
championship experience.
Okay,
And then you said Freddie, and I was like, but he not your best four, and I was like, he might be one of the four more important. So
I guess he's
gotta
proved
give it
you
to
wrong, but we'll get to that
Hey,
later.
facts.
We'll get to that later.
We'll get to that.
FVV. We gonna keep.
We gonna get to that.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I think, like I said, I think the championship experience on the Nuggets, in particular, I think that'll get them the edge tonight, and they're at home. So
Yeah, that's big.
I'm gonna go ahead. I feel like that's gonna be pivotal. You know what I'm saying? Crowd's gonna be crazy. Game 7.
Yep.
Any home crowd game 7 is gonna be crazy, but
Should be.
them fans in Denver, they know how to turn up for them. So I got the Nuggets, man.
But what if they fans at the hockey game?
It's in Dallas.
Yeah, that game's in
my fault.
Dallas.
Okay.
No,
Now,
that's
crazy.
the door.
I think we should be good. We should be good. Yeah.
All right.
That's crazy. They don't go as crazy with the doorbell, but the knock they.
Oh, no.
It's-
Not
Oh,
the
it's
instinct.
something about that.
It's instinct.
It's more of a-
There's something about that. The
thump.
Yeah, the sonic waves hitting their ears different.
Just like a doorbell is an instinct. I've never had a doorbell in my life, but ring a doorbell around my dogs if you want to.
Facts.
All right,
Yeah.
give your take on the Nuggets and the Clippers, man. We all did.
No.
Oh damn!
No,
what?
no fucking way.
What is that?
No way.
Oh, I was about to say, ain't no way my food got here that fast. Ain't no way my food got here that fast, boy. I just put that shit in. What? 5 minutes ago.
That shit would have been.
Hey,
You have to. You
I'm
have
gonna
to
give
tip
him a
them.
tip. 25%.
You have to
I ain't gonna lie.
Expedition.
Word.
5 minutes.
It be that 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Hey, Panda not even 5 minutes away. That's crazy.
That is true. Hey, that's crazy because that was Chinese food.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
what I mean.
fuck it. It wasn't Panda though.
I know, but it was
Hey,
Chinese.
That's close
this,
enough.
this episode is crazy.
Yeah, I know. We got food. We got food deliveries in the middle of it that ain't even our food.
This
This
episode.
is
We got SD chips holding the extra store. I mean, having no stores for some. You know what? Let me stop.
You got dogs
Stop.
going
We'll
crazy.
explain. We'll explain that next time because that's just that
That's
was
just wild. We gotta start having the behind the scenes
For sure.
recording.
Man.
For sure. We gotta
For sure.
start.
We gonna have
behind
shit
the
like
scenes.
that happen. But
Give
yeah,
your take on the Clippers and the Nuggets, man.
gonna go with the hometown team, the Denver Nuggets here. Yeah. Jokic is gonna go for 60, 20, and 20 tonight.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a bold
60,
prediction.
20, and 20. God
Yep.
damn.
and it's
Hey, Rudy
definitely
just went for
possible.
20 and 20. So
Then we talk about Rudy.
exactly. So how much better you think Yoki did? When we talk about
much
Rudy.
better. Exactly.
That was my point I was
He
trying to
would,
make.
yeah. He would definitely need to
with
do
that.
that.
With that being said, I just don't think James Harden scores more than 21 points. Well, 22.
We'll keep it. We'll update you on that on the next episode. We'll see.
I
Maybe.
need you to hit 21, James. 21
That was it.
specifically.
Specifically. Okay.
21. After that, I don't give a fuck what you do. Shit your pants all you want to. I see that. Hey.
What if James went for like 50? Would that be the most surprising thing of the playoffs so far?
In game 7, hell yeah.
Yeah. Tonight.
If he went
go
for
a
50
ball.
tonight, if he was the best player on the court
Yeah.
tonight,
that would be easily
the
the
most
biggest
surprising
surprise
thing that happened in the NBA.
I think
That'd
if,
probably be the most surprising thing
Of the whole year.
of his career.
Yeah,
if he scored 50,
at this age to be the best player on the court with Kawhi and Jokic on the court at the same
He
time.
still got it in him. He was an All NBA worthy performer this year.
That is true.
But we talking about game 7, James Harden.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's why I'm saying that'd probably be the most surprising thing out of his whole career.
Hey James, they doubting you.
You doubting him?
You right. I got the
We
Nuggets.
all down him.
I got the Nuggets.
Yeah.
James. Niggas be named James.
And it'll only be
and
one
it only
person.
be one James.
It'll only be one person.
Well, if it was him and James Harden, they see each other, then we have 2 James.
Yeah.
No, then it would be James.
Exactly, that's what I said. 2 James, like so. It'd be
That's
James.
James. And he's James.
And then it'll be
And then them together would be James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with one more, would 3 be James's?
No, it'd be
No, it's still,
Jameson.
no, it's still James.
Jameson.
It's still James.
No whiskey.
Just because, like,
James.
Plural. I
just 'cause
understand,
it's
but I'm just.
once it's plural, it's plural. You don't add letters.
Yeah,
'cause
just-
it's-
But that's when you put
you added
that's when you put
another
the
one.
extra apostrophe at the end with no S. It'd be James with the apostrophe.
No,
S
that's
on it.
ownership but non-ownership. See, no, we
now
not
we
finna
get
do
into
this.
Dragon School.
Nah, I swear to God, we not finna do this.
Hey, bro. Next series, dog. Next series, dog. Rockets and Warriors. They got a game 7 tomorrow night
Tomorrow, man.
on the 4th. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro.
May the fourth be with you.
Rockets.
Rockets. is seven.
Why you looking at him like you was surprised he said that shit?
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Oh, you got the Rockets? Yeah, I mean, hey.
Well,
I know I said Golden State was gonna win the series in the beginning.
yeah.
Hey, how many games? What you said?
I think I said Golden State in 6. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said Golden State in
No,
6.
wait, now that they got the 7, you should.
Yeah. Now they got, hey, man.
So I'm with you
I'm
guys.
rocking with the whole town team. Like
I'm
you
pretty
said.
sure I picked Warriors in 6 as well. But the way they ended that game last night, bro, was nasty. Body language, energy, all that. They were supposed to end it at home last night. Like, they was up 3-1. I understand them dropping game 5. It was a blowout from the beginning. Last night, the game was up for grabs, and they could not go grab it. Houston's defense looked too much for them. Even when they don't know what the fuck they doing, they can't even score on them.
That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I ain't trying to interrupt you. But yeah.
And y'all mentioned it earlier, but Freddie, hey, that boy
MVP.
Freddie giving them boys nightmares. No pun intended. Hey, he been killing them, bro. So I'm gonna have to go with H Town.
He been killing them.
H Town,
Yeah,
Freddie.
he just had to keep going with it, right?
yeah. Father Van Vliet.
Hey, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
I originally said Rockets in 6, which could have happened. They went to bed in probably 2 of those games. Rockets in 7, man. We back in the H. I will not be in attendance. I'll be watching it from the crib, but moral support, you know. Defensively, man, we doing our thing. We doing our thing. As long as somebody else go drop 30 and it's not number 30, we got way more of a better chance than him going to get 38 and then trying to worry about that shit. So,
Yeah, it's been huge these last couple games.
Amen Thompson, unsung hero.
Nah, Steven Adams on
Yeah, Steven. Both of them. I say both of them.
Y'all's double big minutes have been.
That's
like,
what happens.
Like
Like I've been saying, that's what happens when you see us with a real 5 instead of having Shingun at the 5. You put a real 5 there, make that nigga play the 4.
We look like a
You
completely
should be the
different team.
GM.
You want me to?
They gonna have to pay me.
Yeah, I can
would
go.
hope so.
I can go.
They got to pay me.
I can get in contact with the owner.
Hey, talk to him.
I got him on LinkedIn. I'm gonna email.
What's the
him
name
from
of the
there.
owner?
Huh?
What's the name of
He
the
said,
owner?
huh?
What's the name of the owner of the Rockets? What's his first name?
Bro, it don't matter.
Nigga
Tillman.
I know.
No, you not know that.
You don't need to know his first name. We don't let.
But he said he could get in contact. You should probably know the man's first
No,
name.
His
I don't
email.
need-
Mr. Fertitta?
Mr. Fertitta, yeah.
Mr. Fertitta. All right.
But shout out to Mr. Fatita. Yeah.
You got to
You
know
know
his
he's
name.
also the CEO of Landry's.
Yeah.
Landry's Restaurant Group.
That's where he got all his money to buy the Rockets.
Have you ever seen his daughter?
Bro,
Oh my
why?
God.
Why?
Oh my
We would
God.
have had a smooth podcast. You would have said,
No, we wouldn't
my
have.
God.
No, we
You're
wouldn't
right.
have.
You're right.
Now, don't lie to
You're right.
people now.
No
You're
disrespect.
right.
You're right. But we're not going to talk about that.
That
man,
nigga
though.
said
Why we not
that
gonna
he
talk about
said
his daughter?
Well, I don't know if he has a daughter. I just feel like saying
You
it.
just, that's what makes it worse. You don't even know if the man got a daughter. You just saying it.
He about to find out from me.
Oh, he definitely got.
Bro, hey. Who you got, bro?
She
Who you
engaged though,
got?
so I think we should
Who you got game 7?
chill on it. She chill. She engaged.
Penny, bro.
She engaged to Peter. Peter.
Who do you have game 7?
Mavrodakis.
All right, I just want to know who. I just want
Who do
to.
you got game 7,
He
bro?
asked us the question. I was going to ask Peter who. Here we go. All right, I got the Warriors, man. I got you right out with the pick. You feel me?
Alright, you ride with the
You got
pick.
right
We
out
all-
with the pick.
alright, bro. We all got the Warriors.
Fred. No, you don't.
I mean,
you
we
got
all
the
got the
Rockets.
Rockets.
Well, I was gonna say, damn, y'all all switched up that fast. That's crazy. I feel like Fred VanVleet didn't have his 2 good games. Game 7 is gonna be a different atmosphere. ever since Draymond told Jalen Green to go paint his nails like a little bitch, he ain't been back in this series. So I don't think he shows up again. And if Fred starts to go off, I think game 7 you just put Jimmy on him and say, "Hey, shut that short nigga down."
If they put Jimmy on them, I think that's gonna mess up they rotations and personnel. So when we start switching on those other screens, it's not gonna work for him. Cause he come up with the ball and get the initial screen, Fred. But whenever they swing it over on the off ball screens, it might mess them up over there.
Draymond got all that.
I feel like this series also showed Jalen, if they get anything from Jalen Green, they win in 6, maybe 5.
Can we get 16 points?
Yeah, because he just had that one game
17?
where he had like 38.
38.
Yeah. And the rest have been single digits.
Except for last night, I think he got 15 points or something like
If
that.
we can get a
If you
15,
get anything
16,
from
17
Jalen, bro,
from Jalen.
it's not even like the Rockets got the better team, and he was their leading scorer for the regular season.
Is Kuminga playing tomorrow? What y'all think?
No,
No?
No.
hell no.
Would you play Kuminga?
They ain't even play Kuminga when they put their bench warmers in.
Well, no, he was sick last game.
Exactly.
Sick of that bullshit.
That's just an excuse so that way they don't have to put him in.
No,
I mean, it is
but
interesting they won that game without Jimmy,
And people not gonna ask questions.
and Jonathan was like a
No, he
main part
played
of rotation.
but he played terribly that game.
He did.
He did play
He
terribly
did.
that
He
game.
did. Don't get me wrong. He did.
So
That was his first game in 3 months, huh?
But they won the game.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, his first game in 3 months is
Something
so
to it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
not putting
crazy.
him back
Nah,
in the
he's not
rotation.
getting no run at all.
So,
Steve Kerr rather lose by 50.
do they got another big man on their bench?
Treating that
Looney?
man like he Jason Tatum.
Do they give Looney more minutes?
They're gonna do something different. You got to.
I think Looney might get more minutes just trying
Looney
to match
might
the
get more
size.
run. Cause you gotta do something. You
Steven
might.
Adams.
You might
Because
have
if you come out that same game plan, I ain't
Well,
gonna lie.
No, I think Houston have figured that game plan
That's
now.
what I'm
They
saying.
might-
If they come, they gonna have.
They
to
might go with the hack of Adams earlier too, because we saw them do that. At
The last-
third and fourth quarter last night.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of waiting till like the 3.5, 4 minute mark, maybe they do it at 5-6 minutes because the double bigs was killing them, bro. Like killing them.
But also, they don't want to put us in the to your point.
And
Put us in the bonus
so
too
quick.
early.
You're right. But that's the risk you got to take.
I mean,
Steve Kerr gonna coach his ass off.
Gotta be calculated.
We're gonna come
All
down.
my
It's gonna come
steps
down to the
calculated.
coaches.
Curry playing 42 minutes.
Last thing I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, this is why you cut his minutes all the time that you cut his minutes. So
For
you
sure.
game 7, you can make and then go 45 minutes.
44,
sure.
45 minutes.
That nigga not coming off
You
the
was gonna
court.
say 40?
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably sound like a broken record. This ain't Draymond Green, bro. I'm sick of it.
Oh yeah.
But you do sound like a broken record.
I know,
That
but
nigga say that shit every other week.
Every
bro.
other day at this point.
bro,
Because that's how many times the Rockets to play the Warriors. So every time they see TV.
Right. And then
Hey,
hit the
man.
group chat and be like, bro, this nigga Draymond starting early.
this nigga got a
Dang.
flagrant one.
I was gonna say something like, how many times we gonna talk about this nigga Draymond?
2
But I
minutes
let it
into
go.
the game, bro, and the
'Cause
rest of
it's
the game
smart.
was because now he
It's
knows the rest of the
smart.
game he can get away with
immunity
whatever he
for
wants
the rest
to,
of the game. Yeah.
That's crazy.
which is
I got
bullshit.
immunity for the rest of the game.
That
So let me
is
go get the tech out the way early.
Cause they not
Shit,
gonna throw me out.
Yeah.
This is a playoff
They know
game.
that
This
shit
is game
is
7
crazy,
elimination
bro.
game.
Dog, he gets
might
his
punch
first
a nigga
tech
in the first minute
or
of the game. This
flagrant.
guy-
I think he got 4 flagrant so far in the series. He gets his first tech or flagrant in the first 2 minutes, and then the rest of the game wilds the fuck out, bro. Constantly yelling, clapping, screaming in the ref's face.
Cussing.
Cussing him out like all kinds. Call the jump ball. Call the fucking jump ball. I'm like, bro,
But all right.
Grown ass man.
All right, look at it like
grown
this.
ass man crying and be the first one to talk
Look at
about
this.
other niggas whining
Nigga got
and
gray in
complaining.
his
He
beard.
sound like a crybaby, bro.
Look at it like this. He been in the league for what, 14, 15 years.
Something like that.
Nigga got gray in his beard.
What? So what? What was you about to say?
So most of these refs been around the whole time that he been here. Well, that shit just don't phase them no more.
I don't think it's that it don't phase
It's
them.
like,
It's
we
something
know
else.
you. There's like you didn't go. All right,
Like, all right, I'm going
Yeah,
to
I know
the
my
game.
coach-
I know
like,
Draymond
like
finna
you-
yell in my face.
Like if
and
you
I'm
go,
not gonna say nothing.
if you had a friend that you like, you go out with, you know they get drunk and then fuck some shit up, and then after
I stopped being friends with niggas like that.
But after a while though, when you can't get mad at them because it's like, nigga, I know, like I'm used to this shit. You finna get drunk.
You know my counter argument to that is Rasheed Wallace.
Different era, man.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's not like that nigga wasn't having like he ain't had a record for tech, so it wasn't like they were taking that nigga up and Draymond get tech up
That's
too.
my point. They kicking Rasheed ass out the game.
Not the playoff games though.
Didn't he? Isn't his record? Because he still has a record for getting kicked out of the game the quickest. Wasn't that in the playoff game?
Like, you got,
don't
and then
think so.
Rasheed, you gotta think
With
about
the Blazers? Was that not in the
Rasheed
playoff game?
Rasheed probably talked to them niggas a little bit different than what Draymond talking to them niggas too.
Bro, I saw Rasheed stare at a ref and get kicked out.
And they was rigging games back then. You gotta remember. Tim Donnie. They rigging games back then. Different era.
That's just facts.
Hey man, I'm sick of it.
I understand.
I'm sick of it too.
It's not the fact if they did that for all the hot headed players, then cool. But it's just Draymond that gets that kind of leeway. It's just Draymond, bro. And I understand, like you said, 14-year career, multiple time champion, great defender from all accounts. Like a lot of people say he's a great person. I don't give a shit. Like be fair, bro.
February 12th. So no.
No, it's not playoffs. Okay,
not playoff
yet.
game. So
Nope.
yep.
Yep.
But still.
A minute 25 seconds in.
A minute 20. Like what? I saw Tim Duncan get ejected for laughing on the bench.
No, that was wild.
Pop got ejected 63 seconds in.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that on purpose though.
Yeah, just that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So you feel me?
I'm gonna look up Rasheed Wallace playoff ejections.
I mean, I think it's because they were trying to make more of a statement back then. Now it's just like
Adam
Let him
Silver
do whatever
NBA.
the fuck you want.
they don't give a fuck now.
Hey, I feel like you kind of hit it on the nail right there. It's Adam Silver. It's not David Stern no more.
Not David
When David
Stern.
Stern was there,
David
David Stern.
Stern. Oh yeah, David Stern was there. Oh yeah,
David Stern's putting
Niggas
that
wasn't
foot
playing
down.
that shit.
Draymond definitely shit.
Shit, you think? All right, watch this.
Especially now after Adam Silver said he had
Come on now.
to convince Draymond not to retire and shit with the
Yeah.
whole. Bro, he just for a grown ass man that talks so much about other men, like what you look like doing this, like what does that say about you as a man? Like all that kind of shit he be talking, bro.
He the first one to do
and he
that
the
too.
biggest fucking crybaby, dog.
It's a mental game,
He
man.
the biggest crybaby. People talk about LeBron crying and flopping, which fair. Bro, Draymond is the biggest crying, complaining baby on the court ever, bro.
He a dog though.
Don't nobody want to see that shit.
Hey,
Dogs do be barking.
Bro, we talked about it before. I guarantee Steph done had games where he just like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Draymond, shut the hell up, bro.
like I said, it's like that
It was probably
friend.
the other day.
Like I said, it's like that friend. Like some nights it's like, hey, bro, chill out.
And you know what the difference is? And don't get me wrong, Draymond, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest defenders of all time. Triple singles. Okay?
Very impactful though.
Very impact. Like I just said, Hall of Famer, one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Sometimes.
Triple singles.
Hey, I'm leading the team in the
He
city.
done had some nasty performances.
I'm making plays around here.
Nigga got 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 5
I am
assists.
the-
That's a classic Draymond style. I'm not talking about them triple
I'm
singles.
the-
I'm talking about the 2,
Oh,
3,
you talking about-
and 5 with 6 turnovers.
I'm the
And
amplifier.
and attacking the flavor.
And attacking a flavor. I'm talking about them performances. She gonna give you 15.
All right, man. Let's get out the West now.
we ain't got
done with
one
that.
more in the West?
Nah,
that was
that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to the East, man. Knicks Pistons.
East side.
We gonna do the best series first.
I mean, I know you wanted to get the Knicks Pistons.
I lost the
So many things that happened since then.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
They don't hit the same for me no more.
All right. Well. So what?
Let's go and get the
Knicks Pistons.
I guess we can go to
Celtics and just go.
Celtics,
Celtics.
Magic.
I mean, the
the
rest of these
Celtics
is
Magic
pretty
was
entertaining.
Kinda.
Funny, it was
Not
funny
really.
to watch.
it shows you that Orlando could be a problem if they actually get a point guard.
I agree.
Yeah.
Their biggest problem is they have these offensive lows because nobody can really get them into sets after
Yeah. Nobody
half
can
the time.
initiate the offense.
It just comes down to Paulo 1-on-1 or Franz 1-on-1.
Yep. They need some help down there.
I think though, as a Magic fan, Paulo and Franz, you are very, very encouraged by their performances this playoffs, especially Franz. We already knew Paulo based off last year. Paulo had a very good playoff run. This year he took another step. Franz wasn't that great in the playoffs last year. This year he was
Took
looking
another
like
step.
like an all-star level player.
Right.
Still want a little bit more consistency, but again, no point guard to really get them in consistent offensive sets. You know, that can happen.
Quick question before we move off
Fucking
that.
Cole Anthony.
If you are the Magic,
he on the
who do
list.
you try to go get at the 1?
I mean, you kind of just.
John Morant.
I hope your boy get back
Ja Morant,
healthy because Jalen Suggs was balling right before he got
Yeah, I
hurt.
think you just wait on
Just
Jalen.
wait.
Yeah.
And he played defense.
Yeah, he plays
That's
defense
true.
for real.
He
So,
fits their culture already.
now, if you want to bring in a actual more facilitating one and move him to the 2, I wouldn't be mad. But you know,
So
I wouldn't shake up. I wouldn't shake
Yeah,
up my.
'cause
I wouldn't shake up my foundation to go get a point guard.
KCP wasn't
He
who you
fell
paid
off.
him to be.
Yeah.
You send him to the bench.
Okay.
Oh no, he got me in a trade to match his salaries.
Oh, that's if you go trade. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
go trade for somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, he got me in that trade.
Who would be that? If you
That's what I'm
did
saying.
wanna
If
go
you
get a
if you were the
facilitator point guard,
Magic
who would that
and you
be?
wanted to go get a facilitator, move Jalen
Somebody that's
Suggs to the 2.
available.
I don't know.
A lot of decent or good point guards probably
It's
not
a-
available though.
Yeah, yeah.
One that's gonna do something for the Magic, like
If the Cavs fall on their face in round 2, try to go get DG to PG.
I mean, yeah, you think about Darius Garland.
I don't think they do it.
They
Hey,
probably
he would-
won't.
that would be nice. That would be nice.
Trey?
Yeah, I mean you have to because KCP.
No, I'm
No, he
saying
said
Trey.
Oh, Trae Young.
Yeah.
Ooh, nah, maybe.
I mean, they play enough defense to, you know.
right to make up for that efficiency. That's actually
I'm sitting here thinking like that could be.
I don't know what the package would be, but I mean,
that's not a bad idea though.
depends on what.
Well, they both in the
depends
Eastern
on
Conference,
Free
too.
package.
Trae
It's gonna-
Young,
it's
bro.
gonna-
Free Trae Young.
Let's go into.
I mean, he's a
another
facilitator,
series.
so
Yeah, he's
that's
a
a
great
good. That's a good
facilitator.
option. There ain't
Even-
gonna be too many. Yeah,
He,
you're right.
he walked in the league averaging 9 assists.
All right, so shit, Cavs Heat. That was a sweep.
That was disgusting.
That one just ended
Any
bad.
thoughts?
That one ended really bad. So my only thought was I didn't expect Miami. I thought they was gonna lose, obviously, but I just didn't expect that game 4 to go like that.
Well, Kevin Love's dad died the day before, so I feel like the vibes was just off, and niggas was just like, yeah, it's gonna
Came
get
out
this.
flat. They
Yeah.
looked really fucking
looked-
flat
yeah,
from
like,
the jump.
that's what
I
I'm
was
saying. Like, I'm not used to
I think
seeing
it was
that from the
like
Heat.
what was it like 30 something to 12?
It was
at the
70
end
to
of the
25.
first? Huh?
It was 70 to 25.
Yeah, it was really bad.
No, I was talking about the end
I'm
of the
just,
first.
but I'm just saying. That was,
At one point in time,
70
Yeah,
to
it was-
25.
bro,
See,
that
let
shit
that sit
was
in for a
bad.
second.
Nah, they-
in a playoff game.
60 ball.
at home.
I think they had already had their bags packed
yeah,
for Costa Rica.
they,
and
they
shit,
checked
so
out.
Costa Rica, them niggas.
wherever they wanted to go. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But they had already had
Yeah.
their bags packed after
Yeah.
game 3.
I didn't.
They had the PJ
I
at the
never-
Clearport waiting on them.
Obviously, like they can lose, like everybody loses, but I just don't expect the Heat to lose like that. That was my biggest takeaway. That was like, damn.
Is that
fuck?
something towards the players or coaches?
Well, like Penny said, I think like morale's obviously already down because you down 3-0, and then you got a death in one of the players' families.
And he was crying before the game type
Yeah,
of shit.
so you know,
His
it's-
mind wasn't even on it. And we talking about Kevin Love of all players.
He was crying in the arms of the, in
So
the,
he's
in the
know
arms of-
everybody,
that's the
so you
vet
know
of the
everybody
team.
already fuck with that nigga on the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the vet of the team, and you got this nigga over here in emotional shambles, respectfully.
Tight.
But you
You
know,
just
you
don't
can't think about basketball
When stuff,
I
like,
guess
real
at a
stuff
high
going
level
on.
when
I
you got
guess
real shit going on.
My
like
other
that.
takeaway is Cavs did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Facts.
Like after watching
Yeah.
this series,
A 1 seed versus a 10 seed, hell yeah.
exactly. And after watching this series and watching that game, I believe a little bit more in the Cavs in
I
terms of what they
believe
can do to
in
compete with the Celtics because it's really up to them too, in my opinion.
That series was some bullshit to me.
Both 1-8s was.
I don't know. I ain't got much. To say
This
about it.
this year showed that the NBA might be able to go to some like NFL type shit where the 1 seeds just get a bye
A bye.
because both 1-8 matchups was just fucking nasty.
One seed with a bye would have to. You would have to what? Take a team out the playoff.
But the thing about that though is just that it's basketball, not football. That's gonna be way more than a week of time that you're not
Facts.
playing.
Oh, that's
You
a
gotta
long
think
time.
about. You gotta wait for that whole first
First
round to end before you actually start playing. And the first round's still going. Playoffs started what 2 weeks ago?
In football, it's just an
Mid-April,
extra
yo.
what 2-3 days.
And we in beginning of May, so yeah.
Yeah.
man.
Well, no. Well, No, they still gotta wait a week.
No,
In
I
football?
said, but basketball, you're waiting
I'm gonna
longer.
say, and think about it though. In football, you still wait 2 weeks because you got the end of the season,
Yep.
and then you got that next week. That's a full week, and then wild card weekend you're not playing, and then you got another week before you play. That's 2 weeks off.
But
That's 14 days off
Yep.
between games. Still,
it's like 20.
And
No,
then, but
that's
and you
too
gotta
much
think
time.
about, and you gotta think about it. Football players are used to taking big breaks off.
Yeah,
between
they'll
their
have
games.
about
Yeah, they get a
They
whole
used to
week.
they used to taking 6 days off before they play a game.
The biggest break you gonna get is All-Star break, and that's
a
what
week.
10 days.
10 days.
Yeah. They don't
You know
really
what I'm
get. They
saying?
don't get a lot of time. That's time off like.
And then
that.
on top of that, if you competing in the All-Star game or some shit like that, so you really not getting 10 days.
But no, but realistically, a series is gonna be about what 10 days.
First rounds, they spread them hoes out because there
Yeah.
was times where you had 2 days in between.
But that just be like the first 2 or 3 games.
Let me
After
see.
that, they
we got 2
days.
game 7s right now, right? So these are the longest that series can be. I'm gonna look at
When
the first playoff game started was
I'm
April,
gonna look
April
at Clippers
14th.
Nuggets first playoff game compared to today. That's what I'm gonna look at.
The 19th.
The 19th.
So that's
April
So-
19th was the first day of the playoffs.
About
So 2 weeks exactly.
About 2 weeks
That's 2 weeks exactly.
for game 7. It's a little comparable. I get
No,
it
I just
again.
didn't say that's a long time for a basketball team to take off.
Facts.
2 weeks for a basketball team is a long time to take off. It'll be the same thing for baseball.
But then
If
you
you
got
tell
to
a
think
baseball
about.
team, if you tell and baseball teams, they do that. They be complaining about the fact that them niggas be rusty, and it only be like 4 days before they get back in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like all the better teams that are disadvantaged because they've been
But
resting.
also at that same time, if it is 14 days, that mean that series went game 7, and so they was going overdrive.
But you gotta wait till the whole first round is done. They're not gonna start
But
playing.
that's the last game.
But-
Game
but-
7.
I know, but I'm just saying. Are you gonna wait for? Are you gonna say that all shit? No series in the playoff in the first round is going game 7?
I'm saying that
We got
I'm
two
saying
game
that
sevens.
series might not go.
That's
game
not
7.
true though because we got a second round game starting tomorrow before
The game
tomorrow's
seven, they
game
would
7.
do they would do game 7s the same day as the game 1 of round 2. But I'm not saying if it's game 4 or game 5, they're not gonna start a round 2 game while somebody else is in game 4, game 5 just because y'all didn't finish y'all series already and swept them niggas.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But that other team would get. I mean, hey, all I know is I didn't need to watch them 8 games.
Facts.
That's all I know.
I watched probably 3 of them hoes
I
combined.
didn't need to watch them hoes.
Just because I was like, all right, this is going exactly how I thought it
I'm
was.
a-
I'm gonna say it's more.
Wasting
I'm
my
gonna say
time.
this is recency bias because we've had recent years upsetting 8 seeds upset the 1 seed, 7 seeds upsetting 2 seeds. So I'm gonna say this is recency bias. We just had the
I
8
can
seed
see
go to
that.
the finals a couple years ago.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, are we going to talk about the Knicks and the Pistons?
I mean, I guess
Am I
we
gonna
can talk
ask?
about them now.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
I mean,
and then we'll bounce to.
Then we
Yeah.
go to the next one after that. Yeah,
so
Knicks Pistons.
how y'all feel about that?
Oh man,
That was a great series as
It
well.
was a good series.
It was.
I feel like
It should have won 7.
It could
it
have.
could have it could have went 7, but the Knicks
Det-
at the end of the day,
Detroit just had a whole lot of young.
they did what they needed to do. The lack of playoff experience I feel like showed to me in the times that I did see that I was able to catch those games.
Yeah, because you depended on K. You depended on K so much at the end of the game, man.
Clutchest
It's his
player in the
first-
league.
It's his first time in the playoffs, so
And he finally passed the ball, and Malik turned that bitch over.
Bro, it was looked like it was gonna be a good shot too.
It
looked
was open.
it was open.
It was open.
He had enough
But-
time to get it off real quick and just. Yeah.
I mean, but hey, K, you gotta. He performed.
He missed some big shots.
He
though.
did.
He missed some big clutch shots.
He did.
Like the shot with the one
better
where they
down
got
the
the
stretch.
foul. He missed 2 shots where he got to his spot and was open. He missed them hoes.
Learning
I still
experience.
think the future's bright for them.
That's
man.
okay. Learning experience.
They missed it. They was missing their second best player. They missed him for like the entire second half of the season.
He missed damn near the whole season, really.
Basically, what
Feel like it,
65
I ain't-
games.
Yeah, he missed the whole season, real life.
But future's bright for Detroit, man. For either of these teams, it really didn't matter. They're about to get smacked
Well,
by the Celtics. I feel
hopefully
like
the Celtics get healthy.
they're about to get smacked smacked by the Celtics.
I don't think they're gonna get smacked.
We'll talk about
get
the
into
matchups.
that. We'll get into that later. At a later time.
Yeah.
Jalen showed up. Tibbs is just a terrible coach.
Man,
Oh,
He's just a terrible. Well, I ain't gonna say a terrible offensive coach.
he on that list with
Don't know how to. He don't know how to get. Bro. Because it's like, dog. It's like y'all gave away too many assets to get the people y'all have to just still be running
Jalen Brunson, go get us a bucket.
offense. It comes at it like Jalen Brunson's great games come at the expense of Karl Anthony Towns' good games, because once Jalen goes off of 40, he took 28 shots, and now Karl then took 10 shots that game.
10,
Yeah.
12 shots.
And then Mikal took 14 for whatever reason. He like, what
Just
the
be
hell?
like, hey, fuck it. I
Mikal-
got this ball in my head. I might not get it back.
Mikal be 4 for
I
30.
might not get it back. Let me see what if I can do something.
Hey, honestly, that's probably what it is. Mikal be 4 for 13.
You gotta shoot it when you get a chance. And
Hey,
then,
'cause you know I'm not.
but I'm just saying that, like, when Jalen was hurt, OG was averaging 25 a game, so like he showed he could get a bucket. You can
That's the
other
biggest
people on the
surprise to
team
me,
get a
man.
bucket.
I feel like they
It's a team
underuse
sport.
OG.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta do it. You ain't gotta do all the heavy lifting by yourself,
Yeah,
man. We
like-
can help you. We can help you pick this motherfucker up.
But hey, like they say though, man,
And that's why I
the
think
nigga
Celtics
dad's gonna
smacking
coach
them,
us
bro.
though.
Celtics, JT and JB can both have off games. They can still go win the game.
yeah.
I feel like that just goes to how deep that team is.
Exactly. But they use their depth.
Yeah.
The Knicks are deep. They just
Well,
don't use. Well, you're right.
He got to start the lineup.
1 through 5. I
gotta
guess that's not depth. But
Yeah.
if they don't use they 1 through 5,
Equally.
distributed the way it probably should be.
They
Celtics gonna use they 1 through 5. Then they got 6 man of the year, and they got Al Horford. You know.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with the Cavs. Cavs gonna use they 1 through 5, and they got Ty Jerome. Man, Ty Jerome starting.
Wade.
No,
Ty
Ty
Jerome
Jerome not
start.
starting. Obviously, Duh. Dean Wade. Yeah.
Man,
That's what separates them, and it doesn't help the fact that they 0-4 against the Celtics in the regular season.
Hey, regular season, regular season, it's
They
playoff time.
1-11 against the top 2 seeds
well,
in both
maybe
conferences.
things change in the
Jalen
playoffs.
Brunson is a playoff riser, so you getting a different Jalen Brunson.
So is
in the
Donovan
playoffs.
Mitchell.
We gonna see, but
So-
he not playing the Knicks though. I mean the Cavs.
I'm just naming other East.
Jalen Brunson need to get them ankle
Shit,
braces that
so is
Curry
Jason
had.
Tatum. Jason Tatum playoff riser.
But he's
That's your boy.
He all around nice. He all around.
He'll play off.
And like you say,
Coaster.
the coaching advantage is so crazy. Joe Mazzulla, you talk about coach circles around the name. Joe Mazzulla about to coach circles around Tibbs.
I don't know. I don't know if Joe Mazzulla is really that good of a coach when you got that team that he got.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
That's not kind of crazy. I can
Ime had
understand his
that team
reasoning.
in the finals already, and then they went from that team that Ime had in the finals, added Drew Holiday and Kristaps
I
Porzingis.
will say this. I was saying the same shit about Steve Kerr.
That, and I can see both of y'all's point to that.
I was saying the same thing about Steve Kerr when he got to the Warriors.
Look, all I'm saying is,
because I could have coached them boys to the finals.
Nigga, what?
Yeah,
Didn't have to construct the team
Kerr
or
got-
none of that. Like,
Kerr got 4 of them.
Curry got for him.
You feel
I
me?
know. I understand. Hey, we're not about to do this, right?
You feel me?
you right.
I'm just giving my take.
You right.
Just giving my take.
Right on.
We about to see.
We gonna see.
Cause you was saying he may gonna coach circles around Curry.
I mean, he kind of is at this point because Curry ain't found him a motherfucking answer for that double big lineup.
At this point,
Yeah.
I think.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, he may just had a
About
rough start.
that.
A rough start.
All right, man. So let's get into the Pacers Bucks series. What was y'all takeaways on that? Pacers end up
I feel-
ending in 5.
Y'all think Dame gonna retire? Cause his money guaranteed.
I would.
I mean, what
Retire very low, really, call it a day. Yeah, I'm telling
I'm
you,
not
bro.
mad at that at all.
You rest yourself back from blood clots.
Come on, man. Like, and then was it
Then you-
Achilles?
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit ain't been. If I do come back, it ain't gonna be a Milwaukee. Shit been bad since I got here. I didn't
wanna be there.
I didn't want to be here. I done got divorced. Last year I got fucked up.
It's a tough 2 years.
This year I get blood clot. Then I come back from the blood clot and tell my motherfucking
Give me my
Achilles.
money and let me go. Let me
Oh
go right
no, I'm not
I
coming
took
back
my
to Milwaukee.
Achilles, and then niggas leave me sitting on the court.
I'm out.
Yeah.
His
Like,
face,
I gotta
I ain't gonna
pick
lie, his
myself
face
up.
was hilarious.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was sad, but it was hilarious at the same time because it was like you could look at his face and tell what he thinking in his mind.
He just knew.
So it's like,
Alright.
Because they can't.
yeah, that's like, all
Man,
right.
it's that shit.
Yeah.
They can't. They really can't
Alright.
upgrade their roster if he
That's
comes
what
back.
really
Huh?
made me think about. I'm not coming back to Milwaukee. That's what his face looked like. Like, yo, you can't even expect nothing different. This shit just been bad since I got here. Yup.
Wasn't supposed to be here.
Wasn't supposed to
Should've
be
stayed in
here.
Portland.
Nah, they don't
Or
really
not,
have any
Portland
options
hold
when it
them
comes to
and send them to the
upgrading
place that I wanted to go.
That is true.
Instead of trying to hold
want
my
to go to
nuts and
Miami?
be like, I'm gonna send you. I ain't gonna send you the way you want to go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get the best package back. It ain't even get a good package back.
Nah,
Stupid asses.
that's funny. But yeah, they it wasn't good enough.
Tough.
Milwaukee still got some assets, but not
No, they
really,
don't.
Not really enough to
They got
upgrade their
Giannis.
roster.
They got Giannis.
Speaking of, that nigga leaving.
Don't nobody want Kuzma. That nigga boo boo.
With the contract he got, it hurts.
Because that's 2 more years of that contract.
And especially the way
He just showed
went
up
out
in the playoffs.
in
That
the-
boo
yeah, in the
boo.
offs, bro. Hell no.
The only person you probably can move outside.
They got a couple
of-
picks.
Nope, they don't own none of their picks to 2031.
Damn,
That's why they
locked
can't
up.
tank. Because you don't own your pick, so you can't tank.
So so at that point you don't trade Giannis because you gonna need.
Me don't trade Giannis. Giannis say, bitch, fuck you, trade me. What you gonna do?
What
But
you
that's
gonna
why I
do? You
was
better
saying-
get some picks back.
But that's why I was saying the
On
trade
this
pack.
trade?
The trade pack has got to be of either players that can actually contribute, and we can. That's
And
why I
right
believe,
now-
that's
They
why I
gotta
believe-
stay in a win now, or at least a contending position.
A contending position. We can't
Yeah.
be in a position where we fall off. Or if we do want to do that, we got to get a team that's gonna give us a shit ton of picks back.
We can't start the rebuild till
It's a couple teams that can give him a shit ton of picks back though. A couple.
But it depends on what those picks are, though. Like you gotta
3
be like
firsts and 3
it
seconds.
it gotta be like the team that owns those picks.
Between
Then-
the Spurs, OKC,
I don't want the Spurs picks because they're gonna be winning.
That's
got
what I'm
Atlanta
saying.
pick
You
this
gotta
year.
realize
That's what
anyone
I'm
you
saying.
trade
I gotta know who's the
Anyone
original
you-
owner of these
Atlanta-
picks.
anyone
they got Atlanta this year?
anyone you're trading Giannis to is probably going to be good. So you're not going to be getting good picks.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not- I'm not- they're
Atlanta
not-
pick is gonna be like 13, 12 this year.
It can go up to 4-5. We gonna see when that lottery hit. Just like Houston got Phoenix pick, and it's probably sitting at around, to your point, still what 13, 14, 15, 16. But hey, if you get top 10, you get top 10. That's what they say. It's a lottery for a reason. They don't go by the records.
We'll see.
In the famous words of 40.
Type shit. Well, anyway, speaking of the Bucks, where y'all think if Giannis does request a trade, he hasn't requested a trade yet, but we all feel like he is. I feel like. Where y'all think his ideal landing spot would be?
Ideal landing spot for Giannis?
For Giannis,
Or for the Bucks.
because that's totally
Look,
two different.
Those are two different
All right,
questions.
let's go both. Let's go both.
For Giannis, San Antonio.
Okay.
For Giannis, if Giannis make his way to San Antonio, D Fox, Giannis, and Wemby,
Now, realistically, for like with the Bucks, thinking
I mean,
as
they
a
got
business,
They got a lot of
They got
assets.
enough assets to make that trade.
they got
that
all
the
their
Bucks-
picks. They got very young, good players. You got the rookie of the year again this year. They got the assets to go get Giannis.
They got the assets to make it happen and still have those three and not have to give up D Fox or Wemby.
Yeah.
They have a lot of
I
assets.
do not want to be a Spurs fan.
They have.
I'm not going to be a Spurs.
Hey,
I'm
man,
saying,
I'm
oh,
telling
It's okay.
you, bro,
I'm not
They
gonna
make
be
your full commitment to being
because
a Rockets
they
fan.
got a lottery pick this year. They got
They got
Stephon Castle.
they got two lottery picks this year. They got Atlanta pick.
Because they got Atlanta. They got 2 lottery picks this year.
Mm-hmm.
They got all their first rounders for the foreseeable future. They got Stephon Castle. You still got Sohan. You got Devin Vassell. You got a lot of young, good pieces, and all your first rounders. And they still got space because Wemby's still on a rookie contract.
Hey, hey, real talk. Fuck the niggas.
I'm just telling you.
What's the beef?
I'm just telling you.
This nigga saying what be like he not a Rockets fan.
I mean, yeah, but it ain't like that.
The
Is
Rockets
it?
is another destination.
Spurs ain't. Fuck Spurs.
But I don't know if the Rockets willing enough to break apart their young core.
Yeah, we just talked about this
I
last
mean,
week.
It's
The only person that
dependent on
probably
what
had to
they
give up is
ask.
Jay Green.
Oh,
But from the Bucks standpoint, they gonna want Alpi.
They
I'm
want
gonna
Alpi,
get it.
for
I
sure.
get it.
No.
They're not gonna get him, but they want
They're
him.
not gonna get
I'm
him.
gonna get Jay Green, Cam Whitmore, Reed Shufflet, all these first round picks. Probably Tyree Eason in that motherfucker too.
Hey,
Now
throw it
I
in
said that if I'm the Bucks, I need Alperen Şengün because I know there's gonna be other trade packages out there. That's what if I'm the Bucks GM. That
What
would be my
about
thoughts.
OKC? Don't they have a lot of picks that aren't theirs?
Yep.
Yeah, Presti always got picks.
They got
So those-
they got 17 first rounds.
Those those picks, God damn, those picks are probably hella valuable, as well as the talent that they got on there.
Yeah, one of them is a lottery pick this year.
Hey, if OKC can make it work,
Hey, that is ridiculous, bro.
if OKC can make it work,
Presti and Danny Ainge, them boys love them some picks, man. You got a pick?
That's what you said. You
Wanna pick?
you would like to see Giannis go to OKC?
I would like to see him in Houston for
You-
his well-being. But I'm saying from the GM side of things,
For Bucks GM?
you might get the best package from them.
Shit, that might be worse
If
than
they,
San
if they
Antonio.
if they put out an offer, they can probably
They can.
offer the best. What?
Because
if-
what
if
they have
do.
to give up player-wise?
Because they can we really just give up Hardenstein, Lou Dort, 8 first round picks.
Depending on the amount of picks, you don't gotta give that many
Got the
players.
picks. Yeah.
Like Jalen Williams and Chet probably not gonna
They
have to
not
go
going.
with the
That's
number
what
of
I'm
picks
saying.
that you
And
give
dog,
them.
So
That
I
would
got
be
Jalen
so
Williams. So I'm
fucking
keeping
nasty, boy.
Jalen Williams, SGA, and Chet. They ain't getting touched.
Facts.
You can get the other Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
Jalen,
you can get him.
What a eye.
Yeah, you can get him.
You can
Jay
get him.
Will.
You can get him. Aaron Wiggins.
You can't have J Dub. You can have J Will.
Nah,
Yeah,
yeah,
Jay Will.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
To be honest,
Carson
though,
Wallace, you can have that
Casey
nigga too.
Wallace.
Casey Wallace, you can have that nigga too.
Yeah, you can have Casey. We don't give a shit.
We just that first round pick we just drafted this year who ain't even touched the floor. Nikola Topic. Y'all can have that
Y'all
nigga
can have
too.
Topic.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
and you
nigga
can still
too.
get 6, 7 first round and some second round picks. Huh?
There you go.
Take these.
Hey, you talk about
At that
nasty,
point, you just
boy.
like, hey, don't touch these 3, but here's a blank check.
Because it's two reasons that you it's 2 reasons that you got all these picks in the first place. One is to order them so that you can have sustainability for the next couple years, or
go get
when
you a
the-
megastar.
when something like this presents itself.
You
Dude,
got
that
stay ready,
that
keep 'em
would
getting
be
ready.
fucking
Come on now.
devastating,
stay ready,
bro.
stay ready, keep them getting ready.
That would be really bad for the league, bro. Them niggas need to play 4-on-5. They do that.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I ain't trying to see that. You wouldn't be mad at that
I would, but I wouldn't.
as a Rockets fan. You wouldn't be mad
I
at that.
would, but I wouldn't because it
Y'all
was
niggas
like
never see the light of day.
I
That just
know.
means Jalen Green got turned into Kane Cunningham. Same draft class.
Nigga, that's not happening.
Jalen Green, the only one out the top 5 who still ain't got an All-Star, who still ain't got,
He been the same player every year.
Every year.
This is year 2.
Yep.
or maybe it was top 4, but top 5, I think he's
He was
the only
number
one
4.
that ain't.
He was number 4 pick, I think. Right?
No,
Jalen
he was
Green was
the
number 2
number 2
He
pick.
was number 2 pick.
But
yeah,
of
yeah.
the top 5, he's the only one that ain't got like All NBA, All Star, or I think,
Accolades.
Yeah,
I think he was first team
accolades.
All Rookie or second team All Rookie. But other
That
than
shit
that,
don't-
no, yeah.
Second team all rookie. And you the
Yeah,
second
you
pick
just
in the
second pick in
draft.
the draft. Hey, we believe in you, Jay. We believe in you, Jalen. We believe in you for tomorrow at least.
Shit, I believe in the
All the
Rockets.
time said, you
Let
believe
me
in him
see
or the
something real
Rockets?
quick.
Yeah,
The Rockets.
The Rockets.
The Rockets.
They've been winning these last 2 games without his contributions.
Facts.
and that's so sad. But hey,
Hey, you faxed it. What did you say he was the best player on their team?
Yeah,
Josh
I did during the regular season. During the regular,
He averaged the most points.
during the regular
I
season.
did.
He
You're
averaged
right.
most
Hey,
points.
good point. Hey, good point. You
Yeah,
did, bro.
playoffs came and he had one game.
he said one game.
He got one game.
That's bad, man.
That's not. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it. That
That's
much,
worse
bro.
than James Harden.
See, I was gonna say that, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go that deep
That
into it,
is. It's
bro.
worse than James Harden.
Cause goddamn. But yeah, man.
I mean, game 7, he got a chance to make up for it.
you right.
He only get one shot. Nah, this is a chance to blow.
Again, if he just give us 15 and contribute a little bit
It's gonna
defensively,
be at home, bro. Dre gonna put that thing on it right before the game. He gonna come drop. He gonna drop by a good 35.
disrespect.
He dropped 35. Y'all win about 30.
I wouldn't be mad. I would be happy for that if he did that.
I mean, that would make sense because I mean, you know what?
That's what I'm saying.
I
Y'all-
mean,
if y'all only-
like
if
shit.
he give
Unless he the only nigga that show up.
That'd be
That
terrible.
would
That'd be funny.
The one
That would be
game of the
funny.
series.
Yeah, it's a one game.
That would be
bro.
funny.
All right, bro.
Go out like
Jalen Green go off for 50. Y'all lose by 6.
Oh, he was first team all rookie. I mean, still don't matter, but I thought he was second team. But
All rookie teams, I mean, they matter.
That's pretty
but,
much
like,
expected.
Yeah,
Exactly.
For sure,
If you're
no,
the
for
second
sure.
pick,
bro. It be some seasons it don't even be 10 rookies for both rookie teams because the niggas don't even be playing.
yeah, that's facts. Especially with the new rule they implemented too. You got to play 65
Yeah.
to get awards. So
No, that's not for rookies.
not for rookies.
They
That's
don't
for
do
the
that
other
for
ones.
rookies, yeah.
Okay.
all right. Well, let's get into these Eastern Conference previews before we get out of here, man. We got game 1 of the Cavs and the Pacers on the 4th.
That's small.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
May the
Hey,
fourth be
Cinco
with
de
you.
Mayo's coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't give a fuck, but it's coming up for those who do.
So, how y'all feeling about the Cavs Pacers series, man? Any predictions?
I think this one will be a little bit more competitive than I initially thought. I still got the
it should
Cavs
be.
in 6.
Let's see what happens, with Darius Garland's injury. If he comes back, relatively healthy. Let's see how the confidence of hitting that game winner catapults Tyrese Halliburton into this next series.
D. Mitch got to be the best player on the court.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley, let's see if you can do something against Siakam and I guess Miles Turner.
DPOY, he should.
Yeah, he was DPOY this year, but Jaren Jackson.
That's your boy.
Who? He talking
Triple
he
J.
talking to 40.
Hey,
We know,
So-
I never did my list either.
we know you a Jaren Jackson Jr. guy.
No, I'm not.
You never did your.
I never did my list.
no.
The 10 players. Nah.
We just gonna leave it.
Yeah,
We
fuck
not
it.
even gonna-
We'll talk about that.
So I believe the Cavs pull it out, but I believe this probably goes 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 'cause I believe
Okay.
D-Mitch shows up be the best player of the series.
I can see that.
Ellis, what you think? How many games?
6.
He says 6.
6.
Cavs in 6.
Cavs in 6. 40.
I thought it was interesting. I think it was Kyle Anderson had an interview after the series was over between the Heat and Cavs, and he said that he was like, "I'm not trying to throw shots. I understand how this sounds, but the Cavs look like a better team without Darius Garland on the court," which is an interesting take to me. I feel like obviously they aren't, but it just goes to show that depth that we were talking about earlier. Like they can function even with DG maybe being a little bit banged up. I think Donovan Mitchell showed in the past that he can rise in the playoffs, and I feel like he will be the best player on the court. So I got Cavs in 6.
Okay. All right. I got Cavs in 7.
Woo!
I'm going to say 7.
Okay.
I feel like the Pacers, seeing how they played in the first round against the Bucks,
Got Miles Turner.
got Miles Turner, you got Pascal Siakam. I feel like Halliburton is going to be. Yeah.
Well,
If you put money on Halliburton in this series, I got the Cavs in 5. But
I'm not. He on the ban list.
all right, cool. He on the ban list. I got the Cavs in 7. I feel like Halliburton, you know what I'm saying, get some good buckets, good quality
Shit,
buckets.
why you playing?
Might fuck around with him a game or 2.
Why you playing? I put money on him. He hit a game winner. I just put money on the wrong fucking thing.
What you say? Rebounds and assists.
Rebounds, assists.
And he out there.
Nigga was 1 away.
Damn.
He's out there shooting.
But yeah, man.
Chucking.
I got Cavs in 7. I think this is going to be really good. I think this
What you said,
will
Ben?
be
You
the
said-
better series of
Cavs.
the 2
You
series
said
in the
Cavs,
East. Yeah, we all got the Cavs, but y'all got them in 6. I got them in 7. And then the other series, we got the Knicks and the Celtics. That one's starting on Cinco de Mayo. So, what y'all think about that one? 3 and the 2 seed.
I'm gonna go Celtics in 6. I believe Orlando was able to get 1 off Boston, so I believe New York can get 2. But other than that, Boston has the best player in this series. No matter how much Jalen Brunson does rise in the playoffs, he's still not better than Jason Tatum. And I just believe they're gonna do their thing and just beat them niggas. They just got too much firepower right now for them to face a problem yet. With New York only having 5 players instead of 6 or 7. I believe the Boston Celtics face their biggest problem the next series against the Cavs, not this series.
Okay.
A couple months ago, we talked about possible playoff matchups and like what we'd be excited to see. And I said Knicks Celtics was the one I want to see because matchup wise, I want to see what they'd be able to do with Cat, Celtics depth, the way they shoot all the threes. It's kind of like a clash of styles, in my opinion. After watching this first round of the playoffs, though, Tibbs really gives me a lot of hesitation to how far the Knicks can succeed, man. It's been his MO for his whole career and for sure this season, but he's gonna ride 5 players to the ground, and I feel like that's not gonna beat this Celtics team. So I got C's in 5.
C's in 5, huh? I think this one goes 7. I think they're gonna push it to the
I
last
would
game.
love for it to go 7. I would love to see the Knicks win.
I don't think they're gonna win though. I think that game 7, Jason Tatum show out because they will be in Boston, right? Yeah. So I got them going 7. I think the Knicks size does give them a little bit more trouble. Obviously the starters you got OG, Mikal, and Cat going around, probably doing a lot of switching and stuff. But
Shout out to the hoes.
Celtics also haven't been in a playoff series longer than 5 games in 2 years now.
longer than 5 in 2 years. I think this one might give them a little headache, a little bit. But I still got them. I got them at 7.
I got the season 5, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Celtics in 5.
I agree with 40's take wholeheartedly about Tibbs running his players into the ground. I feel like I've seen it too many times. I've seen it happen too many times, over and over again, for me to think otherwise.
Yeah, with a bunch of
and
different
I feel
teams.
like it's gonna get to game 3, game 4, and I feel like we're just gonna start seeing the Knicks just kind of slowly, not drastically deteriorate, but enough to where it's like the Celtics are still gonna be up here floating.
Exactly.
And it's just like,
Floating on your bitch ass.
You get to that point,
We
it's
outta
all
here.
about the margins.
Yeah, exactly. The margin gonna go from, okay, all right, the first 2 games we might have lost them hoes by like 4 or 5. Then next thing you know, they might lose the game by 10,
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, it's gonna be like, fuck, we can't go back uphill, man. You're not
Hell
gonna
no.
get more energy going deeper into the playoffs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, shit, I be getting more energy when I go deeper.
I said into the playoffs.
I would say for them to get to 7,
I guess the Knicks ain't got a penny on their team.
they gonna have to win one of the first 2 games on the road. They definitely gonna have to win one of the first 2
That's
on
a
the
tall
road.
task, man.
It is.
And that's gonna be tough.
It is.
Because what's it gonna be? Is it gonna be game 1 or game 2? It's not gonna be game 1 because it's the first game of the series. We're gonna come out and make a statement. And we're not gonna end up. Nah, bro.
No,
We're
no.
not gonna go back to New York off a loss.
You know,
If they keep it close through the 4th, they got the clutchest one in the league. So that's how I see
you know what I wanted to mention too? We way past this topic. It's just going back to Pistons Knicks really quick. Pistons still haven't won a home playoff game in like 17 years, and they won 2 playoff games this year.
Hey.
And they still haven't won a home playoff game since like 07. I
Right.
just wanted to say that.
Right.
That shit's crazy.
That's what happens when you're a Pistons fan.
Oh
That's,
shit.
that's
That must
crazy.
suck.
I think it's superstitious if I lived over there. I wouldn't go to no games. I'd be watching it on TV.
Shit, they refuse to sell tickets to niggas if you didn't live in.
So something gonna have to change, bro. What?
You gotta go back to the Palace, bro.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Gotta make a
But
change.
yeah, hopefully, I hope that me and Josh are proven wrong. I hope it's a great series. I hope it goes 7. That would be nice to see. And if the Knicks pull off an upset, then damn, another year with no repeat champions guaranteed.
Facts. But until then, we might have to wait till the next series.
To
I
get
don't
to
think
that
it's
one.
gonna be the win. I don't think it's gonna be the win.
Hopefully, it's good basketball and not blowouts.
Hey,
Yeah.
been
Yeah,
good.
same.
Hey, yeah, you're right. There's been a lot of good basketball, so keep the rolling on with good basketball.
No, for sure.
Everybody get your
We had one. I said it in the car. We had 2 games. So 2 game 7s and 1 6-game
one game
series
6, mhm.
out the first series, which is not bad.
It's cool. It's cool. Got get a little
Yeah, no,
suspense building up.
because the Lakers series was supposed to be long. If any
For
series
sure.
was supposed to be long, it was supposed to
That
be that
was not
series.
supposed to be a
Facts.
5
That one was supposed to go 7.
Or at least 6.
6 at
At
least.
least 6.
At least 6.
I feel like it.
But 7, yeah. But at least
I
6.
feel like it should have been 7. But that's enough for us on this episode of Talk That Talk.
We made it.
That talk, we walked that walk. We finally made it.
No.
Oh, shit. All right, hey, close the doors.
Yeah.
Close the doors.
doors.
Ushers, close the doors.
Sure.
Why you do
No,
that,
I need
bro?
to see
Hey.
100. I need to see.
I need to see 100 people.
I need to see.
Come.
I ain't never seen somebody continuously hit that like that and not.
Pastor, you cannot hold us hostage. What are you talking about?
He said he wasn't holding.
I was holding.
I'm leaving.
I'm not holding you hostage.
You talking
but I
about
said
closed
ushers close them doors.
Yeah.
I didn't say you couldn't walk out of them. I just said ushers close them doors.
Exactly. God gave you the will to walk out
And
the
I
door.
get up and walk out so quick.
He said he had the YNs at the door, so
I
it
ain't
wasn't
gonna
none
lie
of
to you,
that.
especially if I had already.
And the people online, I need y'all to
Drop that.
If I participated in the offering already, then you better get fucked on my face. Hey, you better
We
get
ain't
fucked on
said
my face.
Apple Pay, Cash App,
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Venmo,
He had the
PayPal.
He had the QR code on the screen.
Zelle. Yo, hey, come.
I was my mom.
I need to see. I need to see it.
it.
All right, but we out of here, man.
Close the door.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man.
Peace.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hey,
and hit the
we
red
made
button.
it. Y'all don't know
Once
what we
again,
did.
thank
for this
y'all for
episode.
tuning in.
And don't fuck with OnlyFans girls that are white.
And keyword multi-track.
What?
That's the keyword of the.
Cause you end up like Shannon
Oh, I
Sharp.
just got a $10 free lineup.
I used mine already.
All right, man. We
What
out.
they giving the
Thank
bitches
y'all.
out? What we doing? Time out.